Okay, so this is my third take. The first one I messed up. The second one was way too long. I'm gonna try to keep this as short and sweet and quick as possible as I can. That might not have made sense. Because I just don't. I want to make sure that more people watch this because this show needs to be watched by everyone. So like I said in my unlisted episode reviews that I did weekly while it was airing, and then it was canceled, and then when I finally saw the last 3 episodes, I reviewed those. I was going to do a season review, and I don't like doing season reviews. I think I've done 4 or 5 before, and they weren't for shows that I even liked. I don't think. Maybe I'm misremembering, but the ones I'm thinking of right now, I don't really like. So this is saying something because I hate season reviews. I hate movie reviews, and I haven't done one for one that I like. This one I like enough that that's what I'm doing it for. So there we go. Um, I'm not trying to sell it to you, but I'm gonna try to sell it to you. Just like I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna try to be honest with you about what it is and say what I really like about it, and hopefully that sells it to you. But that's not really what I'm trying to do. I just thought that sounded good for it. Um, so this show, I think it's flawless. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I'm very shocked it wasn't nominated for a single award, unknown or known. And the fact that it wasn't nominated for any Emmys, I think, is a little sad. But if it would have just been nominated for one award, known or unknown, I would have been okay. I would have been fine. It would have been fine. But it was not. And I think that is a huge mistake because this is definitely one of the best shows I've ever seen. And like I said, it's flawless. I guess, only flaw is that I had to, or I felt like I had to, not give every single episode a 10 out of 10 because I want to show that my favorites and my not favorites, because obviously you're going to have your favorites, and then obviously the ones that aren't your favorites are your least favorites, even though they're not bad. I mean, even with Breaking Bad, when I was rewatching last summer, not this 2017 summer, but 2016 summer, I was reviewing the seasons on Rotten Tomatoes. I couldn't bring myself to give every single season. On there they do out of 5. I couldn't bring myself to do every single season a 10 out of 10 because obviously season 5 is better than season 1. Not that one's better than the other, but just you like season 5 more. And for me, I like every season better than the last, even though I think they're all the same quality. It's mostly just like where the story goes. At the beginning, the story's just getting started. At the end, the story is ending. So that's the only flaw with this. Other than that, I can't seem to find a flaw. This is, let's see, it's just outstanding performances all around, all the time. The characters are great. I just, I would want to, I'd want to, I mean, obviously I'd want to watch this show more, but I could watch this show for years. The writing is really good. It's either really funny or funny, depending upon the directing, which most all of the directing is good. Some of it is not as good as the others, but that's not even a flaw. It's just like, I have preferred directors. What else? The cinematography. I'm pretty sure it was Buzz Feitchan's, hopefully that's how you say it, the fourth? I didn't learn Roman numerals in school. I'm pretty sure he did the whole season or series. I hate to say series because it just reminds me that it's done and it makes me sad. But then season isn't exactly accurate, is it? Because it's done. So I'm pretty sure he did the entire series. He's not credited as every episode on IMDb, but when I rewatched it today, I think he was credited on every single one. So he just kills it with the cinematography. Unless it's a director that's doing a bit of a different thing than like the directors at the beginning, it's pretty much all the same. And even when it's not the same, it's still good. But again, I just have a preferred style. I like the ones that don't have as much of the superhero-centric stuff, and those are the ones that people hated, and everyone loves the ones that include the superhero stuff. So, I like them all. I preferred the ones, like the first 4 episodes especially, just, it was about the people that, because the show was supposed to be about the people that didn't have superpowers, and it just happened to be set in the DC universe, and like I could understand some references, but like there were a couple episodes where it got very superhero centric, and so I think that's fine, but that wasn't what I thought the show was going to be. So for me, I prefer the episodes that aren't as superhero centric, but they're all great. They're technically all 10 out of 10s, but I'm not going to give them all 10 out of 10s. By the way, I rewatched the season today in the order they were supposed to have been aired, because they were aired out of order, and then one of them wasn't even aired, so then that's one of the last 3 episodes. And I'm going to put that correct episode order in the description. The costumes, oh my god, the costumes. Outstanding all the time. I'm just constantly thinking, man, these people look great. The set. Oh, the set. It's like the best office you've ever seen. It might have been expensive, I'm not sure, but it looks like very high-end office, and that's just great. The only office that might be better is the Office, the show. I prefer the US version, probably only because I actually have only seen 1 episode of the UK version. I wasn't that impressed, but I'd probably say the US is only better because it had more seasons. But I'd have to watch the UK more, but I couldn't. I'd already seen the US, and so it just kind of, I was like, oh man, that's not, so it's whatever. But anyways, this isn't an Office review. And then the color palette, it looks phenomenal. The colors are so, like, bright. Not bright, just like, it's very, like, nothing's dull. It's I guess bright, but I don't want to make it sound like it's like neon colors, because when I think of bright colors, I'm like, oh god, neon pinks and oranges and yellows and greens. That's not what this is. It's all normal colors. They're just very pronounced. That's a good word. And then, is there anything else? So I know that this was originally, so the creator of this, I'm going to say developer though, because he, did the 1 episode, Ben Queen, he developed the show, but then he left, and then it was taken over by the creators of Surviving Jack and Shit My Dad Says, and they made it into their own show, so technically they didn't develop it and like bring the idea to NBC, but I would call them the creators of the show, because they redid the pilot, which I still want to see on a Blu-ray DVD release if that ever comes to fruition and happens. I'd call it their series, even though they didn't bring the idea. It is definitely theirs, because I saw a trailer, because there were a couple of them on YouTube for the original pilot, and that just seems way more mean-spirited than this, which is such a nice and friendly show, and maybe about the same amount of family friendliness, but it just, the last one, I don't know if I would have liked it as much, but yeah, so this is their show, and I just want to congratulate them. I mean, it's going to be hard to say if it's better than Surviving Jack, because I just have such a personal connection with that, and I watched it with my grandparents who love it. My grandpa, even whenever something good is airing, he says, oh, it's not going to make it, and it's going to be canceled like Surviving Jack, because they cancel all the good ones. He actually just calls it Jack. I think this is a better show, but I don't think I like it quite. No, I like it more too, but Surviving Jack has that special place with me, because I also watched it with my best friend, who I don't really see anymore, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay. I would give this series a 10 out of 10. There's only a few series that I'd do that for. One of them being Breaking Bad, another one being Friends, and Pushing Daisies, which, real quickly, if there's any fans of Pushing Daisies, stop what you're doing and watch this. This is they're like the same show. I mean, they're not the same show, but there's so many similarities that if you are any sort of fan of Pushing Daisies, watch this. I am going to stop right here, because I could continue to talk forever. I think this show is flawless. I think it should have been nominated for all the awards ever, and I really can't find any flaws with this. And you'll see the correct episode order down below, so that if you want to watch this, you can watch it in order, because that really helped me. When I was watching it, when it was airing weekly, I just could tell that there was just it felt off, even if it didn't, it just felt a lot better watching it all the way through in the correct intended order. Okay, so I'm definitely going to end it right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you liked the video. Press that subscribe button if you liked me. Comment below. Have you seen this? If you have, what you think about it? What are your favorite episodes? If you want to rank them all, go for it, because I'll maybe put that in the description here. Or maybe I'll just do that on my Rotten Tomatoes review. So this one's pretty long too, but I just love this show so much that I could just talk about this forever. The last one was like 11 minutes, so this is a minute shorter, but if I try to do this again, it's probably going to end up being the same amount of time and probably not as good, so I'm not going to do that. So sorry that this is so long, but I just don't think I could do it any shorter. I mean, obviously I could edit and make it shorter, but I don't know. Do people disagree with me on this? I really like the not edited ones, and I know that they can get long, and that I might have like a couple seconds where I'm not saying anything, but I just think it's more human, and I think it's more natural, and I feel like it's not fake, and I feel like there's a lot of fake on YouTube. So personally, that's the style I like, and that's what I do. But I'm not going to get into that anymore. So I'm going to 100% sure end it right here. Thanks once again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye, Powerless. Thanks, creators of Surviving Jack, for the show. Justin Halper and Patrick Schumacher. Now it's done. Bye.